Once upon a time, there existed a triumvirate of individuals whose lives intertwined in unexpected ways: a rich man, a butcher, and a baker. This tale, woven with both sorrow and enlightenment, serves as a testament to the perils of prejudice and the transient nature of life. Each day, as the sun cast its gentle rays upon the village, the diligent baker embarked on his rounds, weaving through narrow streets and whispering homes. His hands, skilled and swift, kneaded dough into delicate loaves of bread, warm and fragrant. With unwavering dedication, he delivered a loaf to each family, filling their homes with a sense of abundance and unity. In parallel to the baker's benevolence, the butcher, a man of unwavering resolve and generosity, fulfilled his role within the village. After the sun had painted the sky with vibrant hues and the oxen roamed freely in the fields, he skillfully selected an ox for slaughter. With practiced precision, he divided the meat into two halves, and like the baker, he embarked on his rounds, distributing portions to the grateful villagers. Yet, while the baker and the butcher bestowed their offerings upon the villagers, the rich man stood apart, a figure of stark contrast. Veiled behind the walls of opulence, he lived a life of solace and detachment. His wealth had shrouded him from the everyday struggles of his neighbors, and he rarely extended a hand of goodwill towards those who resided in the village he called home. The rich man's indifference was not lost upon the villagers, whose hearts were yearning for acknowledgement and reciprocation. They felt the pang of neglect, for they had witnessed the baker's selfless rounds and savored the butcher's offerings. Yet the rich man's hands remained empty, devoid of any gifts for his neighbors. One fateful day, the rich man's lavish existence was disrupted by an unexpected turn of events. A dark cloud descended upon his health, and he fell gravely ill. The villagers, with their memories of his indifference etched in their hearts, made a collective decision to abstain from visiting him during his ailment. Days turned into weeks, and the rich man's health spiraled into a disheartening decline, his isolation weighing heavily upon his weakened frame. Ultimately, the rich man succumbed to the clutches of his illness, leaving behind a void that reverberated throughout the village. His passing summoned his family members, who, burdened with grief, took upon themselves the solemn duty of bidding him farewell and burying him with the dignity he deserved. Yet, as the day of his burial unfolded, a stark realization gripped their hearts. No villager had come forward to lend a hand. The once bustling streets were eerily silent, devoid of compassionate souls who had chosen not to be there for the rich man in his time of need. The following day, as the sun timidly peeked over the horizon, casting a hesitant glow upon the village, a sense of emptiness pervaded the air. The savory aroma of freshly baked bread no longer wafted through the streets, and the butcher's shop stood desolate, devoid of the camaraderie that once filled its walls. Bewildered and saddened, the villagers gathered their courage and sought answers from the butcher and the baker. With heavy hearts, the butcher and the baker confessed the truth that had remained hidden from the villagers' discerning eyes. It was the rich man, their silent benefactor, who had facilitated the daily provisions of bread and meat. His wealth had fueled the kindness that had permeated their lives, and with his demise, the steady flow of sustenance had come to an abrupt halt. The villagers stood crestfallen, understanding the depth of their misjudgment and the consequences of their preconceived notions. Regret gnawed at their souls as they realized the magnitude of their errors. They had fallen prey to the temptations of prejudgment, allowing their resentment to cloud their judgment and tarnish their perception. They had failed to recognize the rich man's hidden contributions, erroneously concluding that his wealth was a reflection of his callousness. Alas, their remorse came too late, for the rich man, now forever lost to the embrace of eternity, could no longer be forgiven. This timeless tale serves as a poignant reminder of the fallibility of human judgment. How often have we, too, been guilty of forming opinions without fully comprehending the complexities that lie beneath the surface? How frequently have we allowed the biases within us to overshadow the inherent goodness in others? The story of the rich man, the butcher, and the baker implores us to approach our fellow human beings with open hearts and open minds, withholding judgment until we have gained a more in-depth understanding of their truths. Let us internalize the wisdom of this tale, allowing it to weave its threads of empathy and compassion into the fabric of our existence. May it serve as a resolute reminder that life's value lies not in the riches we amass, but in the connections we foster, the bonds we strengthen, and the kindness we extend to others. For in the grand tapestry of life, it is not how we begin our journey, but how we embrace our fellow travelers, offering solace and support along the way. Life, with its fleeting moments and relentless passage of time, demands our appreciation and gratitude. Let us cherish the blessings we have been bestowed, embracing them fully, for there exists no rewind or replay button in the symphony of existence. May we learn from the mistakes of the villagers, understanding that our actions today will shape the narratives of tomorrow. It is through this transformative power that we cultivate a world steeped in unity, empathy, and unwavering love. The moral of this story is to never judge others hastily or based solely on appearances. Prejudging someone can lead to misunderstandings, missed opportunities for connection, and the loss of potential friendships or acts of kindness. It is essential to approach others with empathy and an open mind, allowing for the discovery of their hidden qualities and the chance to build meaningful relationships. Furthermore, the story reminds us of the transient nature of life and the importance of appreciating the blessings we have in the present moment. For time waits for no one, and once something is lost, it cannot be regained. The end. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos like this from this channel. We love you.